And my truth on the beach, I'ma reach. I hype me up, I gas me up. I hype me up, I gas me up. Take a space, sis.
Let's go.
I'm a
Let's
trip for
go.
this. They cannot resist. The space is on abyss. I'm a trip for this. They cannot resist.
Take up space, sis. Yes. Take up space, sis. Ah, Alexa, off, please. Thank you, Alexa. That's our Vanna. That's our Vanna. So I am so excited. It is Friday, March 13th. It's Friday the 13th. We are here live again for another phenomenal daily service. Now, it's so funny. Half the time, I'm probably going to look naked in this thing. I keep pulling up my shirt like, oh my goodness, I'm going to look naked. But I'm so excited to have this conversation with you today in daily service. Today is all about choosing you. Now is the time. Now is the moment to choose you. Hey, my girl, Nikki. Hey, girl. I see you over there on Instagram. I love it. But now is the time to choose you. You are not here right now in this conversation by accident. Let me tell you, you are not here by accident. I literally this morning, we have Bible study on Fridays. So that's why I come a little later on Fridays. And I literally was in Bible study exhausted. I was tired. I was up late trying to make sure I did my studies before we had today's, class or whatever. And I was exhausted. Even my auntie texted me and was like, girl, you weren't the same energy. You seem tired. Thank you for all the love on TikTok. Thank you. She was like, you seem tired. I'm like, girl, I am exhausted. I'm so tired. And it was funny because I was going to rush here, right? I had scheduled the live for 10 and I was on my way rushing here. And then I stopped. I said, I haven't poured into me yet. And I cannot go and pour into my loves here that are live with me, and I haven't poured into myself first. So this is going to be the perfect conversation. Good morning. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you, Priceless Key. I know your name, but somebody told me once before, when you're live, don't say people's real name out loud. Say do their handle. Girl, I saw you on here the other day. Thank you. I gotta remind myself to come back over and check Instagram's comments. So anywho, thank you so much for being here for daily service with me. Thank you for all the love on TikTok. My heart is literally screaming. I am so happy that I showed up and I came today. Let me tell you, it was a journey getting here. Okay. And the journey getting here was so much so because I'm tired and I had to make sure that I did what? Chose me. I had to choose me this morning. I had to say, you know what, Jackie? Yes, we told the people we're coming live at a certain time, but guess what? You're going to take some time. You're going to stop because we cannot pour from an empty cup. Look, I look straight up naked on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram. But we cannot pour from an empty cup. We cannot pour from an empty cup. So we're going to be having a beautiful conversation today, not just about pouring into ourselves, but why, when it comes to manifesting, choosing you is where this starts. I think oftentimes people are like, I'm manifesting, I'm over here and I'm saying the things and I'm doing the things, but you haven't yet chosen. You didn't choose you yet, right? And so we're going to have this beautiful conversation around this. And honestly, again, I love coming here for daily service. Oh my gosh, yes, Priceless Key. I thoroughly enjoyed, and I have a report back from that day. Yes, okay, we got to talk. Yes, and we're happy and grateful you showed up too. Thank you, my Nikki Boo. Thank you. Yes, I'm happy to be here. This is, again, like I said, a beautiful, beautiful conversation. Beautiful conversation because it's the choosing of ourselves that changes everything. And I think so oftentimes We think it's all these other outer things that we have to do. So starting with the choosing of you, starting with the I choose me today, it's when we allow ourselves to make the decisions, make the statements of what we want. But the first choice comes in when you check in with yourself and you say, okay, so what do we really want? And I like to tell people, not based on reality, not based on what you think could possibly happen easily and effortlessly for you. I'm talking about the thing that stretches you a little bit, that thing that makes you uncomfortable, that thing that makes you be like, ooh, shoot. That thing. But you know you want it. I was speaking to a group of entrepreneurs here recently on Wednesday, and I just love how when entrepreneurs talk, my friend was like, you got an extra $10,000. It's yours. What you gonna do with it? And they went around the room and everybody said something so practical. I'm going to get marketing. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get a new truck for the business. I'm going to get this. And I'm sitting there looking like, dang, nobody said that they were going to do something for them. And it shook me to the core because little do we realize the power behind choosing ourselves. I mean, we're literally, I need a bigger truck so we have more capacity, right? But what if that more capacity burns you out and you haven't done the things to take care of you? That we talked about that earlier this week. Having the capacity to hold the things matters, right? When man, it's crazy. When I get down, good morning. My girl Mia's here. Hey, Mia Boo. When I get down on myself and I start feeling depleted, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I've started waking up in the middle of the night again, I know something's wrong with my nervous system. I know something is not balanced, something is off, and I need to check in. And I think that when people say nervous system regulation, they're not talking about, oh yeah, you're really like getting in there and regulating. I think what we're saying is you're choosing you. You're doing the things that set your soul on fire. You're doing the things that make you happy, that bring you joy. And all of a sudden, your nervous system feels safe again. Why? Because it's that one thing we're not doing. Everything else outside of us seems so important in the business. But when you choose yourself, everything else gets what is needed. Like I said, I was tired. I'm like, oh my God. I was up late. Bible study is always, a lot. You're doing a lot in Bible study. It's exciting, but it's a lot. And because we're answering questions and they're deep questions, it's like really good. And by the end of it, I had to choose me just for a moment. Choosing you don't need that long, but you got to give yourself the moment. And so when we're manifesting, when we're creating, that checking in with yourself, that saying, hey, boo, okay, wait a minute now. You good? I just want to check in. Are we good? Because otherwise we're creating from the negative space. This week was a rough week, y'all. As a matter of fact, I said it was a rough week in Bible study, and one of the girls was like, it wasn't a rough week. You were just having rough moments. I said, bet it wasn't a rough week, but I sure didn't have a whole bunch of rough moments in the week, right? And so as I'm dealing with this week, and all that it brought with it, I kept reminding myself, Jackie, you're the creator. You created this, right? Wow. And it makes you sit with yourself like, Real talk. Bitch, what's wrong with you? Wait, Bible study. Okay, Mia. Yeah, we got a Bible study. We meet every Friday. So yes. I need that. Okay, boo. I'll see if we'll talk to the girls. We are always welcoming in lovely ladies who want to join us. It is every Friday. Consistency matters because we're sharing and we're all growing. So I love that, Mia. But at the end of the day, the more I'm choosing me, the more that everything outside of me begins to align, the more that everything outside of me begins to grow, the more that everything outside of me begins to shift and change and align with what I am asking for. But I have to know what I want. If I'm not doing the work, if I'm not choosing me, and again, choosing you is just doing the things that set your soul on fire. I also like to say choosing you, getting in the mirror, talking to yourself. Hey, girl, that's that check-in. Right? I feel like right now in the world that we're living in, there's so much lack of accountability. No, are you not checking in with did you not check in to make sure? Did you not say, hey, girl, we good? Like with self. You'll call your girlfriend, hey, girl, we cool? I mean, you seemed a little mad last night. But you won't do it with yourself. And so that's what I'm saying. We have to get to the point that first choice is me. And I think oftentimes people are like, oh, but isn't that a little selfish? What about everybody outside of me? I'm going to be honest with you, right? Everybody loves to tout this statement, but are you really walking it? That's what I got to ask you. We love to say, oh, you got to put your mask on first before you put the mask on the baby, right? So you don't pass out. I got to make sure my mask is on before I put the mask on the baby sitting next to me. Because if I put the mask on the baby and I fall out, now I'm on the floor. No, who's going to help the baby, right? So we got to put our mask on first. But that statement is so real all the way across the board. If I'm going to come here and pour and talk and express and say the things, who needs that attention first? Right? I like to say it's like filling up the gas tank. I can't run around here on empty. I'm in California. Electric is everywhere. Who wants to run around and your battery die? I've been posting Choosing Me daily for the past 4 weeks. Yes, Mia. I've been seeing you and I love it. And I love your challenge you have coming up, Mia. Everybody supposed to choose them too daily. Yes. That's why it's such a big step in manifesting. That choice of knowing, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. I know what I want. And not just knowing it, but allowing yourself to receive it. Allowing yourself the space and the place to enjoy it. Enjoying the journey. I think too often times we're just, I had this conversation again with my entrepreneurs. I love my entrepreneurs. Y'all know how much I love y'all. Real talk. And so being in this space, and somebody has said, we got to quit romanticizing entrepreneurship. And I was in this, this cohort talking to these business owners, and I was saying this, and the ladies were like, well, yeah, but they're the ones on here. We do need to stop romanticizing. Look at all these ads and all these people talking about how easy it is to do business. And this guy, my friend Derek, I was talking about Derek yesterday. This guy, Derek, he came to my defense. He said, y'all, let's have an honesty moment. Okay. All of these things that you're seeing are people with their ads trying to sell you their services. I said, oh, clutch my pearls. He right. He right. And then he took it a step further. This right here gonna trip y'all out. We gonna trip y'all out. I love that. Let's go, Bia. Yes. This right here is gonna trip y'all out. He said, look, he came up to me afterwards and he explains it further. And he was talking about different parables. You know how they have the hare and the tortoise and the hare, right? They have that story. Well, there's another story about the wolf and the dog. And I said, okay, come on, Derek, tell me this story about the wolf and the dog, right? And so Derek gets to telling me about the wolf and the dog. And he said, the wolf sees the dog chained up to the house. Okay. The dog is fed. The dog is taken care of. And the dog is chained to the house. The dog is not free. The wolf looks at the dog and says, not me. I choose my freedom over being fed every day. I'm going to get my food. And he told me that's the difference between people in a 9-to-5 and entrepreneurs. We don't want to be caged. We don't want to be tied up to the wall. We want to be free to choose us every day. Okay. I was so, oh my God. Thank you, Derek. Like, I really got to go look up the parable and the whole thing he was talking about. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a whole video around it. Come on now. Okay. I'm going to come and do a whole thing around it. But that is what entrepreneurship is. It is you waking up and choosing you every day. Because you are manifesting something you've never done before. You see, it's easy to stay where we been, because we been here. I know what this look like. Being here, I know what this look like. This easy. I remember a time, oh my God. I'm about to be so honest with y'all. And this is how I know I'm stepping into my millionaire self, because my millionaire self is just so real. She's so authentic. She's just so honest. And so I'm going to just be honest with y'all. There was a time that I remember in my life where I used to be upset with myself. Why can't I just choose the easy? Right? Like, why can't I just sit at the desk, make the money, retire from the job, and call it a day? Okay, y'all, I was making 6 figures. Why couldn't I just let it be easy? And now, especially now more than ever before, because that whole time, at no point during that whole time was I choosing me. I was literally choosing everybody else but me. The opinion of my mama, insurance for my babies. I was literally choosing everybody else but me. Let me see. Okay, come on. Amen. I was choosing everybody else but me. So when do we begin to choose ourselves? And when we do, you got to know what you want. It has to be I want this. And then you can get the identity to get behind it. You don't have to believe it at first. You just got to choose the idea, which is the idea that comes from you. And so this is exactly where creation begins. It begins with the choice of self. I choose me. I get to create this new reality with this choice. So I am 1000% here for the choice, for each and every one of us. That's why people think it's funny. I'll slide in the DMs. I'm going to ask you, what you manifested for 2026? People be like, dang, you really asked this question. I really asked this question. And I don't judge you, because so oftentimes the reason people aren't choosing themselves is there's somebody around the corner judging them. I hold space for you. Go on and talk about the dream, baby. I'm going to stand right here and listen to the whole thing, because I love how you're lighting up. I love how it's bringing you joy. And I love watching you create. Okay. I choose me. Check in with me daily. Yes. Check in. We must. We must. So the choice is yours. The choice is ours of what you create next. Like my friend said, I didn't have a bad week. I had bad moments. But when I know that this week I created these bad moments, I'm like, girl, check in. Okay. We got to choose something different. Oh, Lord Jesus. That's what I did before I came here. I went to my journal because, again, I had to pour into myself. And I was journaling and I was writing down what I'm grateful for. Okay. I do this every day. And I forgave myself. And I forgave myself for this week. Because whatever I created it somehow, some way. So I had to forgive me for the creation, baby. Okay. And I forgave myself for this week. And then now, as I'm moving forward past this week, I wrote a new story. And that new story for what's going to happen next week, oh, your girl is pumped. I'm pumped. Okay. 100. I'll be at 100. Okay. I'm pumped. Because there's something on the horizon for me. And I get to create it. We are writing our own stories, guys. We are the authors of our books. What is your chapter looking like? Who is the heroine? Who's the main character? Okay, I'm gonna need you to know who is gonna interact with you and the opportunities that are on their way to you. Write it out like a story. I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna happen exactly how you write it. It might, but it might not. But it's gonna happen in a way that you're like, oh my God, I wrote that down. You gonna know. You are the creator. You've been brought here to create. God made you that special. I mean, really made you that special. Like, you see, I'm clutching my pearls. Who would have ever thunk that he would have made me in such a beautiful, magnificent way? Matter of fact, again, before I came here live, I was outside. I like to go outside. We live in California. It is gorgeous out here. Okay, come on, news story. Yes. I do it, but not regularly enough. Yeah, Mia. It's cool. It's cool. Journaling and all the things, even if you're not doing it on a regular basis, remember that if I get back to it, I can just come back to it. Journaling, meditating, get in the mirror, talking to yourself, affirmations, that embodiment work, you can always come back to it. Never beat yourself up because you left it. Always come back to it. But also always remember, even in the times when I'm not doing it, I'm creating. So either I make this a sacred time, I make this a sacred something that I show up for intentionally, which is what we do inside Manifest That Shit, or I just willy-nilly manifest all day long. Hey, baby, better join me on TikTok. Hey, Charlie. I love it here. Yes. Right? I get to choose. So when we intentionally show up for ourselves, choose ourselves daily, my daughter said, yes, our lives change. Our lives completely change. So I love it. We're going to get back to that intentional journaling, right? But again, this is something I'm like, people know, you go rock with me, I'm going to give you some homework, right? I have a lady signing up with me right now. And before she even committed, before she even submitted her money, I said, I got some homework for you. You know, get back to me with what you're feeling about whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop de whoop. And she was like, oh my God. I don't know what she said in her head because I was not present. But if it was me, I would have been like, dang, she giving me homework already. And I don't call it homework. I call it soul work. For all my people who've been rocking with me, I call it soul work. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, my next level, Mia. Yes. Because that's the thing. That's the thing. It is up to us to choose ourselves daily. And again, it's that self-care. It's that mask. You putting that mask on your face, right? And shout out to all my entrepreneurs. If you are the wild wolf out here in these streets, you definitely have to take care of you. Because nobody is doing it, let's be honest, you know, but you. You may have a family member check on you from time to time, but they're not checking in with your mental health. They're not checking in with your subconscious. They're not like, hey, boo, we good? Because when you look in that mirror, the only person looking back at you is you. And she like, girl, how we doing? We okay? You know, you ain't got to that hair in a few days. You know, it could be anything. Right? I done been there. Don't get it twisted. I'm a wolf dog. Next level Mia is saying that because she is on the fence. She got business and she got work. I'm chewing my leash off. Yes, come on, next level Mia. She is chewing off her leash. She ready to break free. Man, and I'm here for it, Mia. Matter of fact, speaking of which, we have the Wealth and Wellness Fest in Sacramento area, August the 15th. Okay, it's gonna be a big fest. I want about 200 folks out there. Matter of fact, my girl, Priceless Key, I need you out there. I would love to have you out there. Because we got to bring out the realtors, you know, because it's wealth and wellness. But I want all my entrepreneur friends. I have a platform that I am creating just for you. I want you to bring your stuff. I want you to bring your business. I want you to bring your knowledge, right? I got speaker. You know, you can be a speaker. You can have a vending booth. You can have an activation. Whatever it is that you do, I want you to come stand in your light. Okay, so shout out to all my people. I'm down. Okay, next level me, I'm gonna hit you up, boo. But shout out to all my people, and then send me your favorites. If you have a favorite speaker, if you have a favorite vendor, if you have a favorite activation, somebody that you know that does good work. I'm talking Reiki, I'm talking massages, I'm talking all the things. Send them my way. Because this event is going to be powerful. Putting it on my calendar right now. Yes, Price is Key. It is going to be phenomenal. Y'all know I got visions and dreams. And many of these visions and dreams embody big events where we all come and we take care of ourselves together. Sometimes the only thing standing in our way of what we want next is we just don't have the knowledge. Ain't nobody told us. And we can no longer use that as an excuse, especially with all the AI out here in the world. But we still need that personal human touch. We still want to come and hear it from a source. We still want to come and hear words from a cancer survivor and how she, you know, checked her breast, found the lump, and her story, right? We want to hear these stories from the women, from the people who have done the things, so we can know and we can see we can too. Okay, and I'm very big on that. You know, your testimony is your testimony. So whatever has tested you, please come share it with the people, because there is somebody out there whose life you are meant to impact, and you can't impact it by keeping your story a secret. I'm a firm believer in that. So little tangent, but you are the people's champ. Thank you, next level Mia. That's my boo. I just want us to create more. Like, if I could just create spaces where people manifest, I'm like, come on, we gonna manifest over here. Come on, girl, we gonna manifest over here. Come on, girl, we going to Arizona. We about to manifest. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I want to take all my entrepreneur friends with me. So that's me. That's just real deal me. So I love you guys. I'm loving this. I am loving this. So I need you to choose you. I need you to choose you. Okay. You have to listen to yourself. You got to reflect. What is it that I really want to do? What is it that I really want to do? Oh my God, there's this lady, wonderful, wonderful woman I met at the Unicorn CEO conference. She was my obsession for two reasons. She was my obsession because she had held this big level position on her job, and our energy was just connected and vibing, and she loved me and I loved her, and it was amazing. But also she was my obsession because after everything was over and we all just went to kick it afterwards, this girl can sing. Not sing, sang. And, you know, I'm all about the inner child. So I'm like, you can sing. Like, my daughter can sing. Okay. And I'm all about her singing more and her stepping into all the beauty. She can sing, she can design clothes, she can do makeup. My daughter is just, I've been calling her a fashionista since she was an itty bitty baby. Okay. She's a fashionista. They were calling her a fashionista in kindergarten and in first grade. So this is who she is. And I know who she is at the core. So as a mother, I feel like it is my responsibility to hold who that person is inside of her and keep it alive, because it dies so quickly. The more older we get, the more responsibilities. Once we start parenting and being mamas, now we are no longer remembering what that little girl said inside of us. So she's singing and I'm just like, girl, you can really sing. You never wanted to make this a thing. Oh no, life got in the way. I said, the little girl inside of you is screaming, and you really need to make this something. And all I'm thinking to myself is, girl, come inside, manifest that shit. I will bring it out of you. I'll have you singing at somebody's lounge getting paid. But that's the reality of it, is when you reflect on the things that you truly desired, when you check in with that inner child and say, hey, what is it that you want? And then choose her. You can manifest anything and everything you want. Okay. We keep feeling inspired by these things. And we're like, but I'm inspired by so many things. Yeah. And all of them are going to come together in a way where you will use them. Okay. Oh, thank you. Next level be a. She said, who doesn't love you? And Priceless King, your baby is an heiress to your throne. Thank you, girl. Yes. I'm gonna have her manifesting in a big way. I was just she gonna manifest everything. I done already seen it. I see her and I'm traveling for a speaking gig. She's traveling for a gig, and we're just, traveling together. I've seen it. It's one of my visions. However, it pops off. It pops off. I'm ready for it. But I see us doing this together. So yeah, I love this. And so your transformation happens when your inspiration, what you want, becomes a decision. And that decision goes back to, I choose me. Okay. And even if it's the little girl inside of me, I choose her. But guess what happens afterwards? Everything starts moving around you. People, places, things, environments. You might even lose a friendship or two. But then you gain 10 who take you to the next level. Then you gain 10 who are now promoting your stuff, telling everybody about you. Oh my God, my lover, let me tell you. Oh my God, he's so freaking awesome. So and I'm like just reflecting on the moment. So, and where I've come from. That's another thing. Make sure we reflect, because it helps you choose, right? And so my lover is amazing. He's literally my obsession. But you guys know I have a husband. And so my husband, I remember my last event that I did that he was present for. It was my book launching, and it was one of the first things that we weren't launching together, right? When we launched together, he was excited, but it was the first thing that I was launching for just me. And he was very unmotivated about it, very dragging his feet about it. Even to the point when I would ask him questions about Instagram, he would be weird about it. Like, there was just things that were popping off. And I remember feeling very not supported on this journey. And my current lover, we were just out recently with his family, who mainly speak Spanish. And he's telling them about me in Spanish and telling them that how they should work with me and they should come to my events. And this is the way that man was promoting me. I looked at him. One of the girls was like pulling me to the side. One lady was a bartender that they knew from. Anyway, long story short, the difference was real. And it had everything to do with the choice that I made to choose me. You may have to let go of the friend in choosing you. But now all of a sudden you got 10 banging friends who support you so hard and put you in everything. You like, dang, I didn't even know it could be this good. But you chose you. Yes, baby. So we have to start choosing differently. We have to stop thinking about if it's outside, all the outside things. If I choose all these things, everything will align. No, it's the moment that you choose the inner you that everything changes, right? You can't wait for all here to shift. The shifting starts in here. And that your life is literally waiting on you to choose you. Like everything that you want wants you to. And it's all out here hanging out, all in the ether. Like we just waiting on her to say, me. Me. Okay, Mia, bite that leash off, girl. And then say, me. Okay, so I love this. So y'all know I have one activation. I have everybody do one activation. There's something that I have you walk away doing today that will be you choosing you. So I want you to ask yourself, am I ready to step into this next version of my life? Let's just pretend we didn't finish chapter 1. Whatever chapter 1 was is where you're at right now. We already done. Chapter 1 has already been written. Now it's time for chapter 2. Now it's time for you to start writing this next chapter. Hell, you may even be on chapter 4, 5, 10. I don't really know. All I'm saying is write the next chapter now. And then ask yourself, am I ready to step into this next version of myself? Okay. And then choose you. And you're only asking the question is rhetorical. The question is rhetorical. Okay. You ain't asking to question yourself. You're asking more so to be like, you know what? Am I ready? You know, are you ready? Yeah. Nobody's gonna be like, no, I ain't ready. Okay. And if you're not ready, then you still in chapter whatever it is you in right now. You're not ready for this next thing. You ain't ready for this next level. You ain't ready for this level up. But if you are ready, I want you to say, I choose me. 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 Write the next chapter now. Yes, next level, Mia. I choose me. I choose me. I choose me. And we choosing today. So next week, Manifest That Shit starts on March 17th. That's just the first official day that we are going to be kicking off the lesson. But of course, the lessons are recorded. They can always be referred back to. But Manifest That Shit starts. If you are ready to stop circling and start creating intentionally, honey, this is your invitation. No more circling the bowl. No more running in circles. No more willy-nilly manifesting. It is time for you to manifest intentionally and get everything that you deserve. What you want wants you to. The only reason you don't have it yet is you haven't chosen it yet. I know that sounds hard. It's like, Jackie, I did choose it. Girl, don't you see my vision board? It's up there. You haven't chosen it in here yet. We can do all this outer work. It's great. I love it. I love it. Go on and get the marketing coach. Go on and get the sales coach. Go on and get all those things. I love this for you. But until you've done the inner work, it'll work for a little bit. It may work for a while, but then it falls apart because we get burnt out, we get tired, we get overwhelmed, we get stressed, fear comes in. All of these things naturally happen in our nervous system. And until we get control of it, it's going to continue to create willy-nilly crazy stuff. Y'all heard me. I had to take a moment today. Let's get it together, girl. It's been a week, child. Come on, get it together. And I'm choosing me in every second of this process. And now it allows me to come pour into you. Okay? And do the work that God keeps calling me to do. Okay? No more spinning the block inside out. Yes, let's go next level, Mia. Y'all see, that's my girl. That y'all just don't understand. Me and me have been rocking for a long time. That's my boo. So hey, my girl, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for Mia to be free. I'm ready for her to be out here wolfing it out with me. I am. I keep trying to. I'm gonna get you, Mia. We gonna be out here wolfing it out together, baby. Okay. I see you. Just know I see you, and I want to see you win so bad. Whoo! Love this. So I love y'all to pieces. This is Friday. I want you to go have the best. It is Friday the 13th, right? You know, there's all these superstitious like statements about certain days, and it is Friday the 13th. So I want you to remember that you are the creator and you've been brought here to create. You can create whatever you want this day to be for you. If you want this to be the best day ever, if you want this to be the best Friday the 13th you did ever experience in your life, no spooky stuff, just magical. Let's make it a magical day. It's Friday the 13th. It's a magical day because it's 313. Shoot, we can even look that up. What does that even mean? What 313 mean? Y'all know I'm silly. What does 313 mean in numerics, in the numerology? I could be having questions. Oh, it's Detroit. Let's see what it means. 313. Because it could be whatever you want it to mean. Today could be whatever you want it to be. Okay. What in the world? Okay, never mind. I don't know what kind of answers these are. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. The angel number 313 is a combination of the vibrations of the numbers 3, 1, and 3, where numbers 3 appear twice, amplifying its influence. Number 3 resonates with creativity, self-expression, expansion, and growth. Boom! That is phenomenal. And the 1 is associated with new beginnings, leadership, and independence. So today is the day for you to write the new story of self-expression, expansion, creativity. Today is the day for it because today is Friday the 13th, which makes it 313, baby. Okay? Yes. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so we are getting out here and we are doing it today. We are making today the best day ever. Go write that new story. Go tell the new story what it do, right? Go start this new chapter and let the new chapter know who's the boss. Okay, I love y'all so much. I didn't even know I was here for 42 minutes, girl, running my mouth. I love y'all. I just want to see you win. You deserve, and the winning starts with choosing you first, choosing the vision, choosing the goal, even if it scares you, okay? And choosing it your new reality, not based upon what's going on right now, but based upon what you're going to create in the near future, okay? And then you ask yourself, am I ready to step into this next level, right? Are you ready? I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for another daily service. This has been an honor and a pure joy to be here with you. I'm so happy I made it. And I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy for those of you who were hanging out with me live. Shout out to my girl Next Level Mia. Shout out to my girl Priceless Key. Shout out to my queens who came in, popped in. My daughter popped in. We had my girl Nikki pop in. We had so many people show up today, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I want to see you win, and doing so looks like you choosing you. So let's get out there. We're choosing ourselves all weekend long, and we will thrive together. I love y'all. Have the best day ever. Okay? Bye.